Yo, what's up guys, AFC Adinho and welcome here with a new video. A few days ago I actually played a few PvP games on my phone, and then it came to me because I have a Samsung phone and Samsung has a record system, built-in record system. So I was actually able to record a few games after playing a few. Yeah, the only thing, guys, is there's no live commentary obviously because I was playing on the phone, and there's no sound because I was also listening to music, and yeah, obviously if I put that music on the video as well with sound, then it's gonna be copyrighted. So this is why I'll just put some music over it. There's just no sounds of move animations and Pokemon cries, unfortunately. But yeah, it's gonna be me. In this video, we're going to post-commentate on a game. I'll probably make 3 separate videos. I have 3 recordings, which I would like to show you guys. We'll do one video per recording, and just go over the replays, because this type of content might also be interesting. Obviously, when I'm on my phone, I cannot use things like a calculator, because if I go to another application while playing, the game will automatically lock me out. So that makes it really difficult calculating. So I'm just using muscle memory for that. And yeah, I'll show you the first battle. 2 of the battles were actually against high-ranking people. One of the guys, I believe, I've played him a few times before. Used to be mostly is in the top 10, top 5, so definitely interesting. And yeah, we're going to be using the same team with Focus Punch, Breloom. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to hit that like button, guys, before watching. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. Yeah, leave a comment down below. But yeah, let's go on to the first battle, guys. Okay, guys. So the first battle, as you can see, we're gonna be using this team. I've decided to turn off the webcam because we're playing on a full screen, of course. So if I put a webcam on, I'll probably in the way of, for example, the icons of the Pokemon, so you cannot see which Pokemon died and stuff. But yeah, the Breloom team with Volcarona and Slowbro. First game, let's skip it here. So this is the team preview. I was playing against Quest, whatever. And right off the bat, I know Chandelure is such a big threat to me because Tentacruel is not specially defensive. It's supposed to be, but yeah, I bought a Tentacruel without Rapid Spin, I believe. Rapid Spin is an ag move, so I couldn't use it because I do need Rapid Spin on this team if I'm using a Volcarona. So if that's a substitute Chandelure, it's really bad for me because it gets up a sub and then it can Shadow Ball my Tentacruel twice, for example. Weavile could be a big threat if he can get up Stealth because Skarmory is actually specially defensive. Also doesn't have leftovers. So that's something to keep in mind. And Venusaur completely was Breloom, so that's something to keep in mind too. And yeah, that's basically the team preview. My goal this game is basically to get rid of the Chandelure, and the most easiest way is to get it poisoned with Skarmory. The Skarmory has Toxic, or get the Toxic spikes before Chandelure comes in. Something like that. If it's not a subset, we can deal with Chandelure. But if it is, then we gotta be really careful. So yeah, I believe in this game I led off with my Jolteon, since it outspeeds everything. Because if he goes into Hippowdon, we can go Skarm and get up spikes ourselves, which will force him to defog. Because leading Breloom might be bad if he leads Chandelure. So Chandelure or Weavile. Yeah, we do lead Jolteon here. Move this a bit. And I think he's going to lead off with the Rotom. The quality might be a bit bad, but I was playing it on my phone, so sorry guys. Yeah, so this was against Squeeze, and he did indeed lead off with the Rotom. And yeah, I lead up with Jolteon. I think I went for Substitute here. Just because it forces him to click Hydro Pump. And if he does go Hippowdon, I can Baton Pass into something like Breloom. And yeah, he's probably gonna look for Stealth Rock here on the Hippo. But now I'm definitely gonna Baton Pass, because I don't touch this. Hidden Power Rise is not gonna do anything. And yeah, Baton Pass probably into Breloom, just to get the Toxicorp activated, I guess. Yeah, I went to Breloom. Breloom stays behind the sub, and he clicks Earthquake straight away, so he doesn't get up rocks. And assuming the Venusaur comes in now. See, what was I checking here? I was checking if he broke my sub. Yeah, we're like max speed, max special. I went straight for Focus Punch as Venusaur comes in, because if this is Venusaur Synthesis, he only has 8. And with the Sandstorm up, it negates his recovery. I actually get a crit there, so he's at half HP, which will force him to go for Synthesis. Because if he's out of Synthesis, I can actually win with Breloom. But now I have to go into Scarm. And we have to figure out what this Venusaur set is. He went for Knockoff, which is interesting. I actually don't need my Shed Shell, so this Knockoff is completely fine. But Knockoff means he's lacking a move. Because he probably has Giga Drain, Knockoff, maybe a Sludge Bomb. But here I can just set up a Spike. And this whole game I decided not to attack with Skarmory. I went for Toxic here. Oh yeah. I went for Toxic in case he wanted to go straight into Chandelure. So I think here I'm going for Spikes, because we are specially defensive. He's most likely gonna Defog. He went for Toxic. I mean, here I went for Spikes, because he's most likely deciding to stay in it. I think he went for Toxic to hit my Jolteon. And now he's probably gonna Defog me. But I wanted to stay in here, so I think I went for Roost here, just so that I stay in. Because if he goes for a Volt Switch, I'll still keep up Spikes. I actually go straight into Breloom. Let's see. On a Defog maybe? Yeah. Huh. Because he's so Toxic. I think a better play for me would have been to go for Roost. But I guess it would have been bad for me if he decided to Volt Switch there. But here... Let's see. Goes back into Venusaur. I think I went for Focus Punch. I went for Sub. Yeah. This is post commentaries. I went for Sub. Oh, I guess in case he went Chandelure. And I think I just Focus Punch here. He goes for Sludge Bomb, so I was thinking maybe he doesn't have Synthesis, or he just wanted to break my Sub. But we get the Focus Punch off. If I crit him, he would actually die there, which would have been funny. But now we switch back into Skarm, I think. Yeah. And he did Defog. So maybe here I'm trying to catch the Chandelure with a Toxic. Or I go for Spikes. I actually got called here. I will remove whoever called me. Yeah, I'm playing on the phone, so... Yeah, I was calling as well. Yeah, and I think I went for Toxic. Yeah, see, I went for Toxic here. He was most likely anticipating a Spikes. But I wanted to catch a Chandelure, and this is huge because, like I said, that Chandelure is such a big threat, and having it poison, because it shows leftovers. So now it's always on the timer. And I'm not sure if he goes for Shadow Ball here, but I think Tentacruel was my play here. Because that's the only thing that can really take a hit from this. I guess we could have gone Volk too, just because Volk can Quiver Dance alongside it and Roost up. I think that would have actually been a better play going Volcarona, because I did have recovery on Volcarona. Because we don't really care about Blissey, to be honest. Because now I took a lot of damage on Tentacruel. Let's see. He's most likely gonna switch. Let's see, what am I doing here? I go Jolteon. I guess I went Jolteon anticipating the Rotom. But he went into Venusaur. And here I can just Baton Pass. There's nothing I can really do to Venusaur. I also don't want to take a Sludge Bomb. And if he does stay in, I can just Baton Pass into Skarmory here. And now that Chandelure is poison, I don't really have to fear clicking. I don't have to fear clicking spikes, because I definitely need spikes up, adding to the damage from Breloom and forcing this Venusaur to click Synthesis a few times. Because that Rotom cannot beat me, Hydro Pump is not gonna do much, and Volt Switch will force out the Rotom, which we can roast on, so we're spiking up here. I think I can, honestly I can just spike again. I'm not sure if I did. I probably should, because he's defogging here. Because if he was Volt Switching, I would have had 2 layers up. And now that he defogged, because with the poison he's on a timer too. And he showed Toxic, so he might not have Pain Split. So all this damage is gonna matter in the long run. And I think I just go for a Roost there. As he clicks Hydro Pump, and you'll guys see that this does nothing to me. Look at this. So we get the Roost of Rotom is taking more poison. Oh, and a really chat play would have been to go into Jolteon here, but he's most likely hard switching. Otherwise he's gonna take too much damage, yeah. And goes into Hippowdon. As I spike again, so I have 2 layers of spikes up. And he's probably looking to get up Stealth Rock. So I was trying to get the poison off on this. Getting the poison on this would be nice too. But unfortunately I missed the Toxic and he got up a Rocks, which is annoying for me because now Volcarona cannot come in on things like Weavile and Chandelure. And he's probably hard switching here because yeah, you don't want Hippowdon poisoned. And he goes back into Chandelure. As I spike on the switch. So yeah. Chandelure, you got Chandelure and he has me as Stealth Rock up, which makes it difficult to switch in. This is why I think I should have gone Volcarona earlier on the Chandelure when it was poisoned. Because Tentacruel took damage now. If I was full HP with Tentacruel, that would have been a really safe play. But yeah, I think I still had to do it at this point. If he does click Shadow Ball, he can 2-hit KO me. Which would suck. I actually went Jolteon here. I'm probably thinking that Flamethrower wouldn't knock me out. Or Shadow Ball. I guess Flamethrower would have killed me, so I guess this worked out for us. We didn't really need Jolteon in this game. It just stopped Rotom from Volt Switching. And I'm getting called again. And yeah, I was on the phone again while playing. This is why I cannot record battles on my phone. It doesn't really matter. Goes Blissey. I had to double spikes. And I went for HP Ice there. Because if he stayed in, he would have taken more poison damage with the Chandelure. So it was fine for me. If we went Hippowdon, I would get some damage off on him. But here, I think I have to switch. I'm not sure if this was Wish. Blissey. I just went for Thunderbolt. Okay. As he wishes. Oh, and it was Wish. It kinda sucks. Well, if I get rid of the Blissey, I guess that was my thought process at the time. Then Volcarona also wins with a Quiver Dance up. So I just Thunderbolted again because if he did want to teleport there, look at the HP from Blissey now. And he goes Weavile, and this is why we have Baton Pass on Weavile, on Jolteon. Because look at this. Because he's probably gonna try to pursue me to get rid of the Jolteon, which outspeeds his whole team. But I'm going for Baton Pass here. And because I'm going for Baton Pass, his pursuit goes on the one I'm switching into. And I was really confident that he would go for pursuit here. So the play I made was either Tentacruel or Skarm or even Slowbro. One of those. I think I went Slowbro. Yeah. Guys, look at... He's gonna pursue me. Okay, he clicked pursuit, but I was able to switch. That's why I like having Baton Pass on Jolteon as well. Also, against those banded Tyranitar's, you can click Thunderbolt and don't have to fear Tyranitar coming in. And now Blissey comes in, as I went for Future Sight. If I teleported here, I could have gone into Breloom and just click Seed Bomb, and so. But I also didn't think he would go Blissey on Slowbro. Like, he could have gone Rotom. That's why I went for Future Sight. That would have been much safer, because if I teleported there, I won the game. Because all I needed to do was Rapid Spin, which I could do on Tentacruel, on Hippowdon. I just needed to get rid of rocks and win with Volk. But now I have Future Sight on. And I teleport into Breloom as he's full HP. And here I can just Focus Punch as he clicks Protect. And I really didn't see the Protect coming. Because I felt like Focus Punching, because if he went Venusaur there, Venusaur would take Future Sight damage. With Spikes up, he would die. So I just click Focus Punch again. I still have the Spikes up. That was actually a big misplay then, not going for Teleport. Because if I just kept playing around, not allowing Blissey to come in, I would have won with Volcarona, with one River Dance. So that's... I wasn't thinking about that at the time, I'm pretty sure. I go Skarm, he's gonna Synthesis here most likely, and that's an extra Synthesis gone. And I'm still not attacking with my Skarmory. I'm basically not showing that I don't have Brave Bird on this. Because you'll see later on that I'm going to lose Volcarona. And then I have nothing for Venusaur. So I'm never showing that I have counter. That way he must keep in mind that I could always Brave Bird. And that's why he's always switching out his Venusaur. And he's probably gonna Defog here. So I think I went for Spikes. And he got rid of the rocks for me. But yeah, that was such a big opportunity missed by not teleporting on the wheel. Because even if he did make another switch, I had double Spikes. And it would have gained me a free switch into either Breloom or into Jolteon. So it's a really big missed opportunity. Big misplay on me, on my part to click. We'll go over it. Here I went into Jolteon. Okay. Okay, let's actually go a bit back. What did we click? I think I went for Spikes there against the Venusaur. Forcing him to go for Defog. Because again, I didn't want to show my counter. And there was no point in clicking counter against Venusaur. And with all those Spikes, I was actually at full. I already had 3 stacks, so that was kind of bad. But here, I just went for Spikes again, I think. Yeah. And oh, the reason I'm going hard Jolteon here is because Jolteon wasn't that useful. And if he did decide to go for Volt Switch, I gain recovery. If he goes for Defog again, I gain leftovers recovery. He can also still miss hit, but he went for Volt Switch, and that's a bit of recovery on this. And look at how low the Rotom is. I didn't touch it once, I believe. And here we just don't pass. I get the initiative as he goes Blissey. And we're going Breloom again. That's really difficult. Breloom does beat Blissey, but Venusaur completely walls Breloom. Volcarona beats Venusaur, but Blissey walls Volcarona completely. I think I just go for Focus Punch again as he switches into Chandelure. But he takes Spikes damage, so that was okay for me. I expected Venusaur, but he did take Spike damage. But we have to keep in mind that the Blissey has Wish. So now I decide to go Volcarona because if I can just roost the Shadow Ball or the Flamethrower damage. And if he goes for Calm Mind, I just Quiver Dance alongside him to reduce his damage. Okay, let's go for Shadow Ball, and I can just go for the Roost like I said. His attack doesn't 2-hit KO me. He also didn't get the Spadef drop. If he did get the Spadef drop, I would still Roost, because then it will put me at like 25%. Am I switching here? Am I not roosting? Anticipating Blissey? Huh. I think roosting would have still been a better play. As he clicks Toxic. Oh shit. I didn't know he had Toxic on this. But this really worked out for me, but I think that's still the best place to go for Roost on in that situation. But now I just go back into Volk. Because we should be living Flamethrower. After the leftovers recovery from earlier. Yep. And here I think I just went for Roost. I was checking how much damage he does, but with the leftovers he shouldn't knock me out. So I went for Roost, he went Hippo. And this is where some stupid shit happened with Volcarona. And it's all my fault as well. I was roosted up in here. I felt like I can just attack here, because if he goes into Chandelure, I still have Spikes up. And then I can just knock him out with Bug Buzz. I think I was going for Fury Dance to get a special attack boost. And he would definitely be 2-hit KO'd. He went for Earthquake. And I barely survived it. And this is where I messed up. Because I think I was also checking the damage. And I saw how much it did. I decided to Roost there. Because I thought, oh, he only did 52. So I can just Roost a bit more, get some more HP, maybe switch this in later on Weavile. But I do indeed live the Earthquake, but then I take the Sandstorm damage, and this is kind of where I was screwed because Volcarona was the only thing that could deal with the Venusaur. Now I don't really have anything that beats Venusaur. And that's why it's really important for me to not show that my Skarmory doesn't have Brave Bird. As long as he thinks that my Skarmory has Brave Bird, I'm still in the game. I go into Breloom here, I Seed Bomb here, in case he wanted to heal, or yeah, in case he thought that I would go for Focus Punch. And then I had to go with my initial plan, weaken this Venusaur so much that he's out of Synthesis PP. Okay, and we just go Skarmory here. Went for Sludge Bomb. Am I making the switch here? Expecting the Rotom. I just went for Spikes, I think, as he goes Blissey. And here, I wanted to avoid him wish passing to Chandelure, because that could have been really bad, especially with Volcarona gone. So I just went hard Breloom. As he does indeed go for a wish. And yeah, like I said, I wanted to avoid him going into Chandelure. I just Focus Punch. Because if he clicked Teleport there, I just knock out Blissey. That's why I Focus Punched. There was no way he was going to hard switch into Chandelure there. Because I could have clicked Seed Bomb too. So he went into Venusaur. I'm just subbing. Because an alternative play here is to let this Venusaur run out of Sludge Bomb PP. Because his move Synthesis, Sludge Bomb, Knock Off, and most likely Giga Drain. So if I can let him run out of Sludge Bomb PP, then he cannot touch Breloom either. And in that case, I can just switch between Breloom and my Skarmory to beat that guy. He went hard into Weavile here, expecting another substitute, and only reason he would make that play is if he has Icicle Spear. So I was so confident that he would go for Icicle Spear. There was otherwise no way he would stay in versus me, and he did indeed go for Icicle Spear. And I was pretty sure he was Choice Banded too. But I felt like Slowbro was still at some decent HP. So I might just go for Future Sight here because like the Blissey isn't that doesn't have that much HP left. I went for I went for Teleport straight away. That actually worked out versus this because he went into Rotom. So I gotta get Breloom in again. And it's really nice that Focus Punch has a lot of PP. Because now I'll be weakening the Venusaur again. I really hope that you guys don't mind my bad commentary. It was a few days ago as the latest battle and my memory is so bad. But he Volt switches here. But this also helps me see what I could have done better at the time. Obviously I wasn't focusing that much because I was playing on my phone. I was a bit playing on autopilot. But yeah, I go Breloom again, and this time it becomes a bit more scary because if he clicks the right move, he can knock something out. So I went to Tentacruel, which is my main ground. He luckily went for the Ice type attack. And yeah, what did I do here? Was it to Blissey? It was a really long battle. I went for Scald here. I guess maybe damaging the Rotom and otherwise burning the Venusaur. That would be awesome too. And I went hard Breloom again because, again, I didn't want him to go into the Chandelure for free. A Wish Pass to Chandelure for free. That's why we kept going hard Breloom on the Blissey. So maybe I went for Substitute here. But on the other hand, Substitute versus Weavile, yeah, I Focus Punch. Just in case he wanted to teleport on me. Because if he does teleport, Focus Punch goes first. Like I get, because the teleport has such a low priority. That's why if he teleports, I get my Focus Punch damage off first. Here we go in Skarmory again. Hoping that he would go for Sludge Bomb. That's another Sludge Bomb. Like I said, the moment he runs out of Sludge Bomb, he cannot beat Breloom with Venusaur. And I just went for Spikes again. I don't have Spikes PP max, so that's a bit unfortunate. He does go Blissey. And again, I cannot allow him to go Chandelure for Wish Pass to Chandelure for free. So I just go straight into Breloom again. Because Breloom beats Blissey. And it forces him to go into Venusaur. Like he teleports again. Goes into Weavile, but now Weavile takes Spikes damage. I know he has Wish, but still. He can never really Wish Pass for free into this because I can always go hard Breloom on the Blissey. And now we have to switch again. But I didn't want to lose Skarmory, that's why I didn't go into it earlier. Because as long as I have Skarmory, I have a mental check versus Venusaur, because Skarmory doesn't do anything to Venusaur. My Skarmory doesn't do anything to Venusaur. So I make the map ground again to see what he does. And now that he clicked Night Slash, I know I can go into Skarmory or Breloom here. As he does switch out himself, and he goes into the Rotom, which is actually good for me. And like, I'm actually faster than this guy. I didn't know at the time. But I seed bomb him. I just seed bombed in case he wanted to Volt Switch, because then he would stop my Focus Punch. But it actually ended up working out, and now Weavile is basically gone because he cannot defuck the spikes away anymore. And he cannot Wish Pass to Skarmory because I have spikes up. So if he wishes spikes go, he takes spikes damage first, and then he's just gonna die. So I decided to search Slowbro. I thought I didn't need Slowbro at this point. Slowbro wasn't necessary in this game anyway. It was only an Ice type resist versus Weavile. Luckily it was choice banded. And I think here I either went for Slack Off or just for Future Sight. But from here, the game becomes pretty easy. Because he doesn't have Rotom anymore. And Weavile is basically gone. I did go for Future Sight. Such a long battle. And he stayed in. I think I went for Slack Off there. And now on the next turn, so on my next attack, Future Sight will activate. So I think I just went for Ice Beam here. If he stays in, I knock out Weavile. Otherwise, I hit something. And my Jolteon is faster than Chandelure, so I don't really fear the Chandelure. I actually don't knock him out with Ice Beam, which is funny. But I think I went for Slack Off here. Then I can go for Future Sight, and then I can click Ice Beam. Because if I knock him out with Ice Beam at the turn, the Future Sight will activate on the next turn. But that is where he decided to forfeit, because there was no way he was gonna win, because I would have kept up spikes. And he was also running out of Sludge Bomb PP, and that way Skarmory into Venusaur would win. But he also still didn't know that I didn't have Brave Bird on the Skarmory, which was really helpful. But yeah, let's go back to that one turn where I kind of messed up. Well, 2 turns actually. The one that I let Pokerona die, but I could have won the game if I... Let's see. I think it was this situation. So we know the Weavile is locked into Pursuit. Like, he clicked Pursuit. I used Baton Pass here with my Jolteon. And go into Slowbro, and we see him going for Pursuit. So if I actually teleported here, because let's just take a look at this matchup. Hold up. Let's take a look at this matchup. I have Slowbro in versus Weavile. He is locked into Pursuit. We know from the damage he's choice banded. So if I teleport, what would he do? So he went Blissey, which was super low. If he goes Blissey, I go Breloom, force this thing to switch out. I had like 2 or 3 layers of spikes up. If he goes Venusaur, I can go Tentacruel on Rapid Spin, get rid of the Stealth Rock. If he goes into Rotom, he's gonna take the Rapid Spin damage. The Rotom was toxic, remember? The Rotom was toxic, so that meant that he most likely didn't have Pain Split, because we already saw Volt Switch, Hydro Pump, Toxic, and Defuck, so he didn't have Pain Split, so that would have been permanent damage. and we would have gotten rid of rocks. If he went Chandelure, I can go back into Jolteon because Jolteon outspeeds him. Or I can go Tentacruel, click Scald, and then he would go into Rotom as well. And if he would go into Blissey with Spikes up, he cannot come in on Scald most likely. If he goes Hippowdon, I can go into Breloom, click Seed Bomb, still forcing in the Venusaur, and then going Skarmory. So, or yeah, but he would most likely just switch into Blissey, Rotom, or Venusaur in this situation, because Chandelure was really low. And from that point, if I teleported here against his Blissey, I knock out Blissey with Breloom, or he would have taken 3 damage. Because I had like 2 layers of spikes, or even 3. So if I had 2, he would have taken like what is it, 18%, 19%. If I had 3 layers of spikes, he would have taken. We can actually see that. We can see how much percent he took. Okay, he goes Blissey here. Yeah, I think I had like 3. That's 25%. Imagine me going for teleport into Breloom now. He has Protect, so he gets leftovers, goes for Protect, and then he has to switch out. And the moment he switches out, he cannot come in on anything, because Scald would knock it out from Slowbro, Scald would knock it out from Tentacruel, and Jolteon would also knock it out. Volcarona would also knock it out. From that point, guys, my Volcarona just wins with especially if the Rotom clicks Defog for me, because if that Blissey is that low and I get a 1 Quiver Dance, then it doesn't matter, because Blissey will die. And from there we could have won that game much earlier. I should have never gone for Future Sight here, because there was no point. There was really no point. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, even though the commentary was a bit bad. I miscalled a lot of things. A lot of things happen differently, so I really hope you guys don't mind. And if you'd like to see more of this detailed, in-depth commentary, guys, let me know down in the comments. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and join our Discord server. We have a Rate My Team channel in which you can share your Pokepaste. And basically get feedback from the community, so yeah, definitely a good place to be. Let me actually, for the outro, turn on my cam. Hi guys. But yeah, have a wonderful day. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace out.